Shannon Briggs. Let's take a look at Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs is getting ready to embark on a pro boxing career that he hopes will be as successful as a couple of other heavyweights who've had similar backgrounds. The 20-year-old Briggs is a native of the Brownsville section of Brooklyn. That already has put the young Briggs in the shadow of former champion Mike Tyson. Tyson came from the streets to become one of the most feared heavyweights in recent years. Another Brownsville product is Riddick Bowe, now the #1 heavyweight contender. So Shannon Briggs, highly touted in his amateur career, knows he has a lot to live up to as a pro.
Well, being that I'm from Brooklyn, you know, I'm labeled as the guy from Brownsville, like Tyson, like Bowe. So I'm just hoping that I can be as successful as those guys. Of course, I want to do the same thing. I have to pattern my career and my life after Shannon Briggs and not Mike Tyson. I want success, but I don't want at the same time to try to be like anyone else.
Let's try with the counter left hook. Let's change it, all right? Jab, go back, counter left hook. Try not to let it get away from you. Keep it as short as you can.
Briggs is being trained by highly respected Teddy Atlas, who was Mike Tyson's trainer at the start of his pro career. Though the two are physically different, Atlas says there are similarities between Briggs and the young Tyson.
They both have talent. Mike started a lot younger, but Shannon is young in the way that he's only been doing it 3 years, and he's 20 years old, so he's still in a young mode. He's still young, and he's got ability, and Tyson obviously had ability. Also, he's a quick learner, and he has a good attitude. Tyson had a very good attitude early. He wanted to learn, and he had the ability to learn.
But with father figure Customato gone, Tyson's life has turned tragic, and many people feel his street personality has resurfaced. Atlas says right there lies the greatest difference between Tyson and Briggs.
The difference is what's important to me when it comes to that. And what I mean by that is obviously Tyson got in trouble from where he came from, and Shannon obviously has kept himself aside. Besides what he's done and gonna do in boxing, he's kept himself out of trouble. And I think that shows something as far as a certain amount of discipline and character in Shannon up to this point.
What got me into boxing was a lot of things. The streets, you know, I didn't want to be just a regular street guy hanging out. So what I did was, you know, I looked for other things for recreation, and boxing was one of the things that I seemed to be good at, being that I got into a lot of fights here and there. So I turned to boxing.
Shannon has shown me being in the same environment, was able to keep himself with certain proper habits and keep himself out of certain troubles that are there for anybody. And that shows me some kind of discipline, and that shows me some kind of care as far as his direction. And that's positive.
Shannon Briggs wanted to win Olympic gold before turning pro, but an injury forced a change of plans. Watching him get ready to debut as a pro in Catskill, New York, sparks memories of a young Mike Tyson who also failed to realize his Olympic dream, but more than made up for it as a pro. He too got his career going in Catskill, New York, which just happens to be Teddy Atlas's hometown.
It does make it interesting. It does bring back memories as far as our first fight. We're going to Catskill, New York. And obviously a lot of people I know are going to be there. And a lot of Tyson ex-supporters or still supporters are going to be there too. And they want to see this heavyweight. And, you know, you can't get around the connection with Tyson. I mean, but we know in real life you can't live off that. You go and move on. And you're only as good as your, you know, it's just like a professional ball player. You're as good as your last game to some extent. So I want to make Shannon as good a fighter as I can.
All right, go over here. There's nothing here. Go ahead. Find it. That's it. Good. Good. You find it. Good.
My dream is to hopefully one day fight for the heavyweight championship of the world in Yankee Stadium. And I mean, I want standing room only.
Tonight he debuts at the Friar Tuck Inn, and it's standing room only here.
Yes, sir. Well, these heavyweights can do it.
There he is, Shannon Briggs, his pro debut. Let's go to Ward Todd for the introduction.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. Your referee is Luis Rivera. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the black and red trunks, weighing 215 pounds, He has 1 win and 4 losses to date, and he fights out of Brooklyn, New York. Here is JJ John Jackson. And his opponent in the red corner wearing the silver trunks, weighing in at 205 pounds. This is his first professional fight. He is the 1992 U.S. National Amateur Champion from Brooklyn, New York, Shannon Briggs.
Shannon Briggs, trained by Teddy Atlas.
Come on, Shannon. Keep your concentration now, all right? Come on. Concentrate. No pulling back straight.
You heard Teddy Atlas?
Concentrate, no pulling back straight. That's good advice.
Briggs got caught.
Big right hand right on the button.
We have a microphone on Teddy Atlas, and you hear him talking to Tommy Gallagher.
Another right hand by Jackson.
Briggs stands 6'4".
I like that jab. I like the way Briggs snapped that jab out.
He's got the dreadlocks up, tied up. His outfit, the silver trunks with the red trim, designed by Charisse Rhodes. So he's got his own designer.
Good left hook by Briggs.
Good body shot by Briggs. And a straight right hand.
Follow him, you hurt him a little. Body.
Going for the body beautifully. Ooh. Jackson is hurt.
Stay on the body, both sides.
Well, you saw it.
Jackson goes down from the big attack by Shannon Briggs. I don't know if Jackson wants to continue. No, he doesn't want to. Not much of an opponent, and you hear the crowd reaction to Jackson taking the count.
Well, you don't like to see anything like that happen in boxing, Sam. Jackson did come out winging, landed a couple of right hands. But once Briggs got the range of that nice body, that soft body, the fight was over.
Mike Marley, the former New York Post boxing columnist, who's the co-manager, along with Mark Roberts, who used to manage the triple threat stable of Ray Mercer, Al Coles, and Charles Murray. He's no longer affiliated with them, now the co-manager of Shannon Briggs. And they've got it scheduled for Shannon Briggs to fight 4 or 5 times in the next 2 months.
Well, these young guys can do that, Sam. You take one fight at a time. If he comes out clean and the fight's no more difficult than this, there's no reason why he couldn't fight again tomorrow.
Talk about what you do in the gym and putting it to use in the ring. You saw those early body shots, the way Shannon Briggs looked for angles. That's exactly what we saw on the tape with Teddy
Exactly
Brenner.
what Teddy Atlas was doing. Slip over to the left, throw the left hook. Slip over to the right, throw the right hand. There's that move to the right, and he came back with that left hook. And there's the left hook to the body again.
Jackson would not get up. Shannon Briggs with Teddy Atlas.
All you have to do is keep throwing the spots. You did right. You did good. Relax. You did good. Very good.
Now you got to enjoy it.
Trainer likes it. Let's get the official announcement from Ward Todd.
Here is your winner, the time 1:28 seconds of round number 1. Winner by knockout, Shannon Briggs.
A successful pro debut for the highly touted 20-year-old Shannon Briggs, the former national amateur champion, stepping into the pro ranks tonight on the eve of the start of the Olympics, which he was forced to miss. He had to drop out of the Olympic trials because of an injury to his wrist. Could not compete. So now he turns pro and starts off with a first-round knockout over John Jackson. Shannon Briggs. Gil will be talking with him in just a moment. We'll be back to Fight Night in just a moment. Fight night where Shannon Briggs has launched his pro career with a first-round knockout of John Jackson, a big assault on Jackson. A couple of good left hooks, a couple of hard body shots. Jackson goes down. He didn't want any more. The fight ended as Jackson was counted out on one knee. And Gil is in the ring with the victorious Shannon Briggs. Let's go to Gil.
Congratulations, Shannon. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to the pros. The same as the amateurs?
No, not at all. Big jump, you know, no headgear, shirt off, whole different program.
But you know, you seem to like a duck going into water. You really liked it.
Yeah.
And you know, we watched the tape of Teddy working with you, slipping over to the left, throwing those punches.
Right.
It just came right from the gym to the ring.
Yeah, well, thing is, I listen to everything Teddy has to say because I have confidence in Teddy. I know he's the best out there, the best in the world.
Well, you got a real good trainer. You got two hotshot managers here. Right. They're going to keep your name in the paper more so than these guys that's fighting over there in Barcelona. Where is Barcelona anyhow?
Barcelona's somewhere in Spain, but unfortunately I'm not there due to the hand injury. But I'm going on to bigger and better things now. I got two great managers and the greatest trainer in the world, so everything's going to turn out great.
Well, you know, I know two other fighters that never went to the Olympics, Mike Tyson and Emil Griffith. They both did very, very well in the pros. I expect the same out of you.
Thank you, Mr. Glantz. It's a pleasure fighting for you and MSG, and hopefully I'll be back on the next card.
Okay, guys, congratulations again. Now let's go back to Sam Rosen at ringside.
The victorious Shannon Briggs did understand if he was a bit nervous and uncertain prior to the Foreman fight. That uncertainty was proven to be warranted when George Foreman landed some huge punches which sent Stewart to the canvas twice in the second round. It looked like a familiar story for Stewart, but somehow he changed it. He got up and went the distance in what turned out to be a close fight.
Caught me clear and everything, I went down.